Hey guys, how you doing? This is John Fuentes. Welcome to Big Films, the home of action-packed blockbuster filmmaking. Today, we're going to discuss how you import your VFX files from your external hard drive or your folder on your desktop into DaVinci Resolve. So come on, let's jump into it. Hey guys, thanks for joining me here and welcome to Big Films tutorial in DaVinci Resolve 17. If you are new to editing, today's a great opportunity to learn a fundamental step in your workflow that's going to make your post-production life a whole lot easier. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you here, bring your attention to this master folder that I got right here. In this master folder, for my Big Films master folder, you can see where this is where I have all my assets saved, like my movie files or my VFX files. I highly recommend that you contain all your projects or your assets into one folder. It makes it a lot easier to find and organize, especially when you're working within your editing software. So now let's just jump into DaVinci. So DaVinci does have a couple of ways you could do some media storage, where, for example, I'm over here down in this lower tab where this is the media tab, right? So it's bringing up like any type of hard drives I might have plugged into my computer. And in this case, the hard drive that I just showed you is my Big Films master folder. And then I can double click on that and it opens up what's inside those folders. So you can see where I have like my movie files. And maybe we can go to my VFX files. I have the entire collection of Big Films here, and you can kind of drag and drop or organize it from this bin here. But if you are like me, where I kind of create master bins in my editing softwares, I could jump over to a different tab right here, and you see right next to this media tab you have the cut tab. In this cut tab, you see we have like another master bin right here, where if you're not working from a media hard drive and you're working off of your desktop, you can create this master bin, add a bin, and you can call this, let's say we call this movie files, right? And in this folder, you can import your movies into this folder, right? So let's create a new bin called VFX files, and maybe another bin called sound effects files, right? So sound effects files. So it's really good to separate your assets into their specific categories, because it keeps it more organized, more contained, and easier to find when you're looking for something, especially if you happen to lose one of your media files, you know where to look for it. But now that we have these folders in our master bin, what do we do with it, right? So we can click on our movie files and then we can kind of import right into the media. We can either import a media folder or import individual files. So let's say I want to import a media folder, right? So it's going to bring up my already hard drive here. Let's go to my Big Films master hard drive, video files. Here's my media folder. You notice that the files itself is not highlighted, right? Because I chose to click media folder. So I press open and it brings it right in. It's asking me, do I want to keep the frame rate that the video itself was shot in? And I'm like, yeah, no, don't change it. Let's not change it. Let's keep it the same, right? So now when I come back to my master folder, you can see in this folder here, my movie files, I have my Thunder God. See? Now let's say I want to import my VFX file. So I come here and I have my VFX bin is empty. And this time around, I want to click and import individual media files. So let's say we're going to click that. And it's like, okay, come to our master folder. Nice. VFX files. Let's say Blockbuster starter pack, my effects pack. Let's go to our electricity pack, and I kind of highlight these here and press open, and then it imports right in, nice and easy. So another way you could do that is just easily drag and drop. So for example, let's see about that, right? Let's go to our VFX files here. Let's go to our MI6 action pack, and I want to bring in some flashes, gunshots. And I could just kind of highlight a few things here and drag them from my folder right into my project bin, and nice and easy is there. So because I have all these projects saved in one folder of my master folder, right? So I'll show you that again. Since all my projects are saved, all my files are saved in my master folder, everything is going to live here. But when I close DaVinci and reopen it later on, all the files are in the same place where I left it, where I saved it. And that's the great thing about having it all saved in one contained folders here. So for example, what I mean by that is if you're dragging and dropping or importing your files from your desktop and then another file from an external hard drive and then another file from another folder on your desktop, it's sort of all over the place. And then if you move things around, you're going to get like a disconnected media. It's going to ask you like, you know, media is offline, or do you want to disconnect it, or do you want to reconnect it to the media file, or sometimes it's just really hard to find. So this is pretty much how you save your files in DaVinci. And our next tutorials, we're going to show you how we drag and drop this into our timelines here and create a scene that you saw in our promo video off of our website of the Blockbuster Starter Pack. So stay tuned for it. It's going to be exciting, it's fun, and we look forward to showing you some new things to help you become the next big films filmmaker. Thank you. Hey team, thanks so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, like, click the bell icon so you could be alerted when we publish the next one, showing you how to drag and drop our VFX files right into your timeline to create dynamic action scenes for your movie. So until the next time, always remember, you are what you write, you are what you shoot, and you are what you edit. With that said, go out there and make big films.